Hey, what's good, guys? This is Case4 again. I'm here to talk to you guys about how my team got flawless this week on Altar of the Flame in the survival game mode. This weekend's Trials of the Nine was on Altar of the Flame, and the game mode was survival, which is basically team deathmatch with lives. I feel like it's a lot easier to coordinate compared to last week's Search and Destroy game mode, but just like last week, team comp doesn't really matter. We're running the same thing. Two warlocks, a titan, and a hunter. This weekend, I found these awesome overhead maps made by, I think it's R3 Rect. I'm not exactly sure, but shout out to him because these maps are awesome. And I took them into Photoshop to kind of go over exactly what we do. We called each spawn side light and dark. And if you follow the blue paths, that leads to what I call open poke, and the lighter paths, the red and the yellow, lead to closed poke. Also, the callouts that we used this weekend was cliff, which is at the top side, open, which is the open pathway right below cliff. Poke was the main area where power weapons spawned, and closed is the closed tunnel just below poke. And basically, if you have routes revolving around these spots, it'll lead to total map control. Instead of just talking over this image the whole time, I'm going to put some gameplay in the background so you can put a visual to the rushes I'm going to talk about. This clip, it shows our open rush, and we spawned on light side. I have another picture of the map showing exactly what we were doing. But basically, we noticed that a lot of teams like to poke, and we were engaging in these poke wars, and it wasn't always a win every time. It was kind of just whoever got the best poke shots. So we decided to go with more of a rush strat, like last week. And this specific rush is what I call open rush. And you send two people open, two people more close to cliff, and from there you really just want to flood their side. If they have people on open, just kill them all because you should have numbers. And then you want to rotate back to power because you can't give up the free power. No matter what rush you do or how the game opens up, I strongly recommend emphasizing the control of power. You want to hold that spot and rotate from there. So, say you do the open rush, you succeed. You rotate back around, hold power, and now you need to assume what spawns they're going to be spawning at. You really want to rush the spawns before all four of them spawn in group because we noticed if you push a spawn, so let's just say, for example, we're following the path on the little map and you rushed open, cleared through open, and you came back to poke. Since you were on the dark side of the map, odds are they're going to spawn light. So from there, you're going to want to push into light spawn. And since you more than likely didn't kill them all at the same second, their spawns will be staggered. So as you're pushing into light spawn, you potentially could split their spawn. Since you're flooding it, they're not going to spawn on top of you if your whole team's there. So two of them could spawn light, two of them could spawn dark. And if you pull that off, then you should definitely have an advantage going into the round. This time, this is an example of our closed rush. And the closed rush, I feel like, is easier to do from dark because the head glitch poke spot leads right into the closed tunnel. But really, you could do it from either side, and it's kind of the same concept as the open rush, where you want to avoid the poke. Unless you're a team full of scout rifles that loves poking, then get in there and win your poke. But preferably, the rush feels more coordinated and easier to execute. But you go through close, and same thing, just flood. Make sure you don't lose control of your power weapons and hold the power and then push into spawns. Honestly, this game mode feels a lot almost less competitive than the search and destroy game mode. We didn't really have a lot of super close games. This footage was really from our only close game. and I actually want to give those guys a shout out as well. It was the Titan Hunter combo THC. You guys were killing it, and that game was actually a lot of fun. I know I've played with you guys in Quicks and other things like that, but good games, good games. Anyways, that's about everything. Going over the open and closed rush. Here at the end, I'm just going to have the pictures of the two routes up. So in case you guys are in your matches, you want to have this on your other monitor, just paused. But I just want to say thanks for watching. And if you guys want any other videos, like maybe on guns or what weapon loadouts we use, just drop a comment and let me know. And please let me know if these videos are even helpful or what you guys think. I'm trying to do this for everyone out there. And best of luck in your trials.